All right, welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're going to be testing out the best cars to use for weekly races. And of course, as you know, weekly online races are pretty darn chaotic. So having a car that's not too puntable is pretty important because we are getting speared into another stratosphere. It has been chaotic clown racing. It's a mix of Mario Kart mixed with Twisted Metal and sim racing. So as much as we love the Ferrari 458, it's maybe not the best for the Dragon Trail. The 911, love it as well. Not so great for the Dragon Trail because it has issues, sometimes I find, with the elevated curbs. Cars that are great on this track: Toyota Supra, the M6 GT3 Sprint model 2016. The GTR is good. The Corvette has done some wonderful things. The Alfa Romeo 4C, as much as I love the turn-in on this vehicle, it's fantastic. I have a lot of trouble with the chicane of death with it. So far, best time, M6. And yes, the Supra is silly how easy it is to use on this track. But we don't want to go with what everyone else is taking. That gets a little redundant, and I'm not a huge fan of just seeing the same car on the track. When you do want to know what the top car is, it varies from track to track. But you head over to qualifying time, ranking, you get to see your friends. So congratulations to Lead Pencil, Aussie Pug, Philness, TCR, Squirrel 86, and Dano. We got a BMW in there. Great job, Squirrel. We've got a lot of Supras, that's for sure. And we're going to try to be a little different. Alley-oop, good job going a little different than the others. British friend here, our British mate. And we did bring up our time quite a bit with the M6 because we started at the beginning of the week running 146, 147 on this track. Good job to everyone else putting in the time, putting in the effort. Don't give up. It's like, oh, geez, we got to get in. That was a close one. So only a few seconds left. So don't give up. Getting any goal accomplished is about finding the right strategies, turning that, figure out what your dream or big goal is, find the right strategies from watching the pros, turn those strategies into actions that you can actually undertake, and then spread them out over, put a time to them. So we try to put in races every single night, and we go from zero to hero from the beginning of the week to the end of the week. Now I'm going to go make sure I'm part of the live here. I'll get it started up so I can see the live chat.
Has joined the room. Tuna, no crust. Natch 12.
That's an interesting name, Tuna No Crust. So let's see what's going down here. We got a Brazilian up in first. We're up in second, so we're Johnny from JCCR Racing. Old Hamster, what a name. Running third in a 911. We've got a Genesis. Genesis generally pretty overpowered everywhere you go. Eric Cote running McLaren. Interesting choice, Eric Cote. Good job being different than the others, running the McLaren 650S. I worry about the real-world reliability of that car. So before we get started, folks, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps the channel grow, and the goal here is to learn and grow together, to have that 1990s, 2000s multiplayer video game, hanging out with your buddies in the basement. That's what we're going for. The big dream, eventually make it to a real racetrack and do the licenses, and one day also make it to the A class. But for now, we're slugging it out in the Dirty Donkey class, and sometimes move up to the Clown class to then get kicked back into the Dirty Donkey class. Too often we get punted from fourth or fifth all the way to the end of the pack. But starting in second, we've got a good chance here. Now, I do suggest that you get the brake balance to 2 towards the rear, so your front wheels are free to steer, and that you've got radar on. So we're going to be covering tips and tricks so that you can drive safe and smart, because with safe, smart driving, you can be one of the slower drivers on the track and still finish pretty decently. You lose a lot of time banging on everyone as you go up the pack. The goal is to get clean takeovers, and the BMW is so solid. BMW and Corvette, people will come and pound on you, and they will not take you to Pound Town. because you're just too big, heavy, and solid. Chasing down Old Hamster. We got Old Hamster in second. We're in third right now. They just practiced the 911. Got a very slow one, well, a 143. So kind of nothing to be ashamed of, but slow in the 911. So just getting readjusted to how the BMW drives. Now the Supra is just so easy on this track, but I'm happy to see first and second, seeing the 911 up there. 911 fantastic through the chicane here. And I just drove the 911 through the chicane and clearly not adjusted to the BMW. So we'll very, very fairly lose that. Nice clean pass by Racer 411. So we cover all the overtakes, and I'm always glad to see someone do a nice clean overtake like that, even if we got our doors completely blown off. Random pole at the middle at the end of this track here. Not a pole, but a boom. Now, as you come in, make sure you say hi. We want to get to know everybody. So don't forget, as you come in, drop a comment, even if it's just hi, howdy, hello, or however you say hello in your part of the world. Would love to get to know everybody, well, especially the first 1,000 subscribers. A lot easier to get to know and be on a friend basis with the first 1,000 subscribers. And we've got our usual, one major reason you should subscribe and turn bell notifications on is that we have a really knowledgeable live stream crowd that we'll try to race with every week, but they give fantastic tips and tricks on braking points, acceleration points, and tuning. And it's great because it goes to show we start the beginning of the week at the bottom of the grid, struggling with little to no experience on the tracks usually, and we usually finish the week with pole positions, and it's all thanks to our live stream. Very experienced drivers. Now the BMW, the only thing to get used to is when you start to get back on the gas, the back end does slide out. There's a bit of rotation on the vehicle, but it is fast. It doesn't feel fast, but it is fast. BMWs in the real world are generally perfectly balanced front and rear, especially the M series. They used to have great power to weight ratios, but not so much now that they weigh as much as a Ford F-150 truck. Ooh, big mistake here. Lots of time lost there. Good job by Padrino and Mitch with the clean pass. I'm wondering, did I make it into the C-Class? Everyone seems to be so much nicer, and I'm not getting frustrated tonight. Hey, Oscar Mike, good to see you. And Ram, you're back. Right on, Ram. Thanks for making it, buddy. Yeah, the pace was good, except for one corner. Well, two corners. I have had a crash on the chicane, and usually don't in the BMW, but it was just lap one. Hey, Super Doofus, live long and prosperous, my friend. Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because I have small little wee man muscles doesn't mean that I don't watch Star Trek. All right, Ram, so I'll keep an eye on the track. Philness GT, great to see you, buddy. We're driving the BMW again. Your RS01 suggestion the other night was fantastic. That was so easy and enjoyable to drive. without having to be the Supra, which is nice. It's nice discovering cars that aren't just the OP cars. Oop. Mitch went through there a little slowly, and I gave him a little, we had a little accidental contact. I put a little damage on that beautiful, splendid rear end. Now happy the BMW can handle a little elevation in the curves without causing much trouble. Howdy ho night, thank you for making it in. So we're racing at Dragon Trail, doing the best we can here with the BMW. A few errors, but we're still holding fourth. And I think we're going to be passing Mitch because I think we're maybe a little bit faster, or maybe it's just the stress of having this big brute behind him. Maybe he has PTSD and has lived through some things as well. Good to see you, Ram. Thanks for making it in. So Dano from Texas the other night letting us know to start braking at the 100 marker there while and film this GT. Yeah, I left him plenty of room there, but he gave us a few taps. I don't think he liked us being that close, but I was leaving him plenty of track. All right, let's try to get this down to 140. So after we got off the live, I actually, even though I hadn't eaten supper, it was 11 at night, I spent until, well, maybe an extra 15 minutes in the BMW here on the track and got down to 139 something, 139.2, I think. Fantastic, this BMW, and it is great for online because it can take a hit without getting punted off, unlike the Ferrari, which has incredible sound, incredible turn-in, incredible looks. It's pretty much incredible in everything. Great braking, but it's just so puntable. So sorry I've missed a few of the live chats, but at the end of the race I'm going to catch it all. Just trying to hold this third place for the last lap. Thank you, Phil, in this GT. Well, you may be you're proud of me, but I'm thankful for you and others that helped make that happen. Oh, and we're going to take a second. This is fantastic. If we're not in C, this is probably going to be what pushes us into C. 100, braking at 100, going wide, turning in, get a little curb, a little candy. Who doesn't like a little candy cane? Plucked right off the Christmas tree because this race has been a nice present. Yes! Donkey Kong making it in with second place. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's the nearing the end of the week and we are getting those pole positions. Fulfilling on the promise here. Great job to Racer 411. So yes, this was D class. I guess they'll now mix us in with some C class. Hobo Star, thank you very much for the encouragement, guys. And thank you for not laughing. The fact that I'm happy about this accomplishment, even though it's the D class. I know there's a lot of much better racers out there. And all the thousands and thousands, not just tens, the hundreds of thousands of racers that are in higher classes probably. Somewhere between tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of racers. But so many better racers out there, but you gotta celebrate the small stuff. And it's all about personal progress, personal growth, and learning as we go along. So thank you. I'm blessed to have you guys on this journey of learning and growth. And yeah, try to apply the learning and growth that we can take from something as simple as a fantastic sim racer to be principles that we can use in all goals that we're trying to accomplish in life. It's all about perseverance and applying the right strategies, turning those strategies into actions. Hobo Star, thank you very much. Ram, thank you for the GR. I believe that means good race. And Philness, position 2. And Oscar Mike, thank you very much, guys. Super Doofus. Now, don't forget, Philness GT has a YouTube channel. Check it out, folks. You got Super Doofus with a YouTube channel as well. And we've got, of course, Aussie Pug. I was checking out his channel this morning, so I've got a lot of videos to catch up on. Aussie Pug, the legend. So congratulations to Racer411 and Mitch. Great job, guys. I want to send some positivity out. I think that was awesome because that was such a clean race. It was incredible because it was clean. So got to thank everyone. Thanks for the clean race. I'd play with these guys anytime. They were fantastic. And it was nice. I accidentally bumped the back of a bumper. It wasn't a punt. It was a bump. And it didn't create some sort of immature war between myself and the other Porsche 911. So it was actually really, really nice. Not frustrating, and I'm online. That's wild. When does that happen? What's going on? What day is it? Is it April Fool's? Is it April 1st? April 1st, what should be the real New Year and the real beginning of a new calendar? I believe it was Pope in 15 something or another that changed that. It only makes sense. April 1st, you're then into spring. It's birth and renewal of the grass, the plants, the leaves in the trees, the buds in the trees. It's when the real year starts. But that's if you actually have 13 months in a calendar year, not 12. And when you have 13 months, every month gets exactly 28 days, and all the seasons actually really make sense. The best asking question: how do you never get bored of the repetitiveness of this game? I don't know how you guys don't get bored with the repetitiveness of me. You know, it's same face, pretty much the same clothes every night. But I guess I don't get bored because it's online, so you never know what to expect. Well, generally I always expect chaotic clown racing, but sometimes I get a really phenomenal, clean race, and it just feels so good. And it's about personal development. For me, it's interesting because you can always get faster. And if you can't get faster anymore with the same car, you switch cars. So that's exciting too. And also, I have a huge advantage. I have a YouTube channel where you're all hanging out with me in the basement. And I love hearing about what's going on. I love getting tips, tricks. I like giving tips and tricks. So for me, that's the fun, exciting part. Now, of course, if anyone wants me driving a different car than the BMW because they find pole position boring to watch and you'd rather see me slug it out at the bottom of the track, let me know what you want me to drive. And if it puts me at the bottom of the pack, I have no issues with this. But I do not drive cars that I think are physically... Well, I'll do big girls. Like, here I am in the BMW. This is one big girl. Nowadays, a BMW M Series weighs as much as a Ford F-150, so I like the big girls. Who was it in the chat the other night saying their daily is a Ram truck and that they like it? And that's probably, was it you, Philness GT? But I don't do the Uggos, the cars that are just hands down, in my opinion, and it's, you know, it's subjective, but the cars I find unattractive, I don't do. I stay away from them. You can really go through flat with the BMW there if you get the right line. And the 911, I kept losing control when I went too much over these elevated bands. Excuse me. I need to go straighter through there, so big air there. I'm not a fan, Philness GT, of... I hope I don't hurt your feelings with this one, because I know you like it, but the Genesis. Oh, Oscar Mike, you tried out the BMW from the sounds of it. Fantastic. Oh, a little over rotation there. I don't know if the BMW really needs to be at +2 towards the back. The front end does seem to turn in anyways. Oh, that was just not pretty. And I just recalled, now if no one said that they want a very easy GR3 is the RCZ. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight Rider. Ooh, I like that. Mr. Knight Rider. That was a interesting show. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Phil. Nice, unsubbed. Thank you for the JK, meaning Joker King, right? That's a joke on how bad I am with abbreviations. I believe they're called abbreviations. I've always had trouble because as a kid I grew up French, English, then lost my French, then relearned my French, and at one point quickly tried to learn some German in that. So thanks, Bill. Me too, buddy. Me too. And Oscar Mike, yes, the 2500, right on. Now, Oscar Mike, remind me, is that a diesel or a gas? Now, quick question. Is everyone okay with the BMW, or do you want me to go slug it out and try to learn a whole new car? I don't mind. Honestly, do not mind. Oh, the GR4 Genesis. Very cool. Okay. I kind of prefer that because for me, the GR3 class, it's your supercar, exotic car, or just hard to get car. Like, I'm fine with the Shelby GT350, for example, if it was in this class, because, well, it has a supercar engine in it, or an exotic engine in it, but I don't know, something just, for me, it just has to be a poster car. The type of car that you'll put up in your garage, or if you're still of the age or have a very accepting wife, poster of the car in your bedroom. Now, as much as I like cars, I can't get away with putting up posters of cars in the bedroom. Hey, good fella, what is up? Thank you very much for coming in and saying hi. Love it when people come in and take the time to not just watch, but to say hi, join in the community chat. It's all about the boys hanging out in the basement here and learning and growing together, as the live stream covers some what I consider pro tips, and I cover not my tips, but tips I've memorized from the pros, and basically try to prove that you can be horrible at something at first, which I am. I started in the E-class, and you can be horrible at something, and you can slowly get better and better. You just have to put your ego aside and say, you know what, I don't care if I look like a tool or a fool, and how much more can I look? Oh, thank you so much, good fella. Really appreciate it. So how much more can you look like a fool or a tool than going right online and it's live? So if I do something really dumb, I'm just part of it. You know, I just have to accept it. So any goal you want to take on, whether it's a new sport, a hobby, a new business, and new business ideas and businesses, it's so tough because you'll talk to people and then they'll just shoot down your idea, and it keeps people in the 9-to-5 grind. It keeps people just, you know, in their lane, doing that thing they feel safe doing. And I think it's so important. You put your ego aside, you get used to people, you know, possibly laughing at you, but you get beyond that because you're focused on your personal growth, what's good for you. And what's good for me is to kick, you know, to feel confident, feel like I'm kicking butt here, because my big goal, other than getting to the A class one day, maybe B class, just B class, but we'll try, is to get my license, not my road license, but my race license, and go to Mont Tremblant, pay the few $1,000s it'll take to get my basic licenses so I can drive on the track there. And I want to know what I'm doing, because my neighbor across the street, he had a friend with a 911. I don't know if it was a GT3 or not, but anyways, he lost it in the wall, and he lost it. He lost everything. So I don't want to lose my life. I want to be here for my daughter, but I still want to do fun and exciting things. So obviously I'll bring you guys along for that ride. So here we go. We're shooting down the straight, waving to all the invisible people in the stands here. And I used to have a fear of public speaking. And I don't want to live with fear. I want to overcome those fears and encourage other people to overcome their fears and chase their dreams. All right, so let's see if we can hold on to first, or will we get destroyed in the process? Because we are in chaotic clown racing, known as GT7, I mean sim racing. GT7, Gran Turismo 7, I love you, but I hate ya. You can be a world of frustration or a very satisfying activity. Sometimes this feels like skiing downhill and it's totally zen. And other times it makes me lose my hair and grow adult pimples from the stress and frustration. At the 100, get our braking in, engine braking. Oh, we gotta let go of the brake at some point. And I'm happy that this doesn't lose control when it gets onto a little dirt. So let's try not to make the huge mistake. I need to drive this as straight as possible, so hug the wall here. So drive it straight, as Philness GT and others said last night, instead of trying to go wide. One of the rare times you don't go from very wide to the apex. Ooh, getting close with the 911 here. Oh, now we got a streamlining buddy. Perfect for the straightaway, good timing. And yeah, I think Sekmeto, other than having a weird fetish, is a pretty good driver, and I think I'll do well following his line, but not too close, because we all know how you get distracted by the car booties. Ooh, I got lucky there. Luckier I've been listening to the live stream chat long enough to make it look like I know what I'm doing. Half know what I'm doing, quarter know what I'm doing. Yeah, the channel, I do my best to keep it family friendly, even when I'm getting pounded on a straightaway. It's not a big swear at all in any way whatsoever. It's, hey, and sometimes my daughter's in the room because she does like to watch. So yeah, definitely try to keep it family friendly. Finally got to the apex. That was a big mistake that I made last time. Now I got to the apex and I'm wondering, maybe guys, was I too early on the gas there? Seems like I kind of just drove straight towards the wall instead of making it to the candies first. Now I love how the BMW there can handle that pop curb. The Alfa Romeo, it popped but then drove on two wheels basically until it got to the wall. Otherwise, I love driving the Alfa Romeo. Woo! Now, Easy Rider here, and that was great. Didn't even trade paint. Rubbin is racing, as NASCAR fans will say. But these aren't just, plasticky, wobbly shells from NASCAR. These are beautiful cars. And let's keep everyone's paint to themselves. Ooh, there. Whoa there, horsey. All right, so Easy Rider, as we, when we slide, we're not gaining any speed. This is not a game to try to drift through. There are drift challenges to Gran Turismo 7, if I recall, but I am no drifter, and I am awfully slow when I try to drift. Let's keep the sliding to minimal, generally use the whole track, go from the complete there inside to outside, but generally go from the outside to the inside. Start braking here, just before the 100? Yeah, that definitely seemed A-okay. Generally, if we follow the tire marks on the track, we'll get a good line. Oh, he smoked it, and we avoided him even though the game decided to ghost him because he was pretty much stopped against that wall. But I think this means we got a decent chance at first here. We'll go deep. Dano always says on that turn, go deep, and I agree with them. Wow, I hadn't done that turn that quickly, and it all comes down to the simple, basic race strategy of going deep, but at the right speed, so not too fast, so that you can actually get the line instead of plowing through the right line. When you get the right line, you always hit the apex, and when you hit the apex, double apex here to hit. When you hit the apex, you get the beautiful benefit of being shot out, coming out further down the track, and being able to get back on the accelerator sooner. Ooh, almost lost it there. Many cars will lose it there if you hop the curb that much. That was a little too greedy on my part. I've been too greedy in the stock market now as well, because now, while I'm double and triple leveraged on many stock plays, and when the market goes down, I lose double to triple. So when people lose 10%, I've been losing 20 and 30. So now the big question with the stock market, kind of like this race, is will it hold and bounce back up? Or is the bottom not yet found? Thank you, Philness, for the support, letting me know I'm not the only one. I did, though, double leverage. Is it TMF? The American government bonds? I think it's triple leveraged. Anyways, basically when the economy is, you know, poor, not doing well, when most stocks aren't doing well, it most likely will do well, because if for a long enough period of time stocks do poorly, they'll be forced to drop interest rates, and that thing should skyrocket if that happens. Yeah, it's when it bounces, it's going to be very, very quick. I think it'll mostly make, if it bounces, it'll make most of it up in one day. 1 and 2 days. I had generally been playing the market on the idea, been going with a Bitcoin ETF, with the whole idea that generally goes down for 5 days, bounces for 2, goes down for 5 days, bounces up for 2, and was just playing in and out of TMF and BITX. But then last week, I sold a lot of BITXs. I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going to go on with Bitcoin now. And I put it, though, in BITO, because they give about a 4.75% dividend every month, but works out to about 57% per year. And if Bitcoin explodes, it does not explode. And if Bitcoin crashes, well, it doesn't crash quite as bad either. So I moved in a lot on that. So I'm definitely not the stock market from the last 5 days, because I'm only losing a little here. I'd have to hit, and the stock market hasn't hit the wall yet. Yes, MSTY. Yeah, one of my colleagues told me about that. I thought Nvidia would come out with above average. Well, what they said they'd come out with. I expected them to beat earnings and beat expectations, and as such, I thought that then Supermicro computer. Yeah, Supermicro MST. Oh, anyways, I can't remember, but it's semiconductor. Anyways, yeah, semiconductor. They make the cooling racks for all these fancy chips. And I said, if Nvidia proves that they did well, then there'll be more demand for cooling of chips with AI. But it did not bounce because, well, Wall Street expected. Now Nvidia has to beat, I guess, by 7 or 8% for Wall Street to consider it good, because they mostly beat by like 1.5% to 2%, depending what we're looking at in their criteria. So super microcomputer, there we go, SMCI. So unfortunately I pumped like a lot of money into that, and it did not bounce up, but it had a chance to bounce up. And they did come out, though, with I'd made a good amount of money on that play back in October, November, December. But you don't really make it unless you pull it out and then prevent the loss. You gotta. If it bounces up like Bitcoin by 89% in BITX, and then you sell when it's at, plus 40 from your original, well, then you made 40%. But sorry, I got off the topic of racing because the stock market is my fun hobby. A little casino ride, you could say. All right, so let's see right here. Good fella saying, looking good up there so far. Good job with the so far. That's always the right way. Super Doofus saying, I subbed him yesterday. Well, you've been subbed here for quite a while. And Jamie Bradford. So I just heard what you said about LRL racing. After this race, we should chat for a minute. Oh, fantastic. LRL. Real life living right. I'm horrible, by the way, with abbreviations, folks. Sorry about that. So let's see how this shook out. We got the real Brill. C class speed went up and safety rating went up. C is a low safety rating. It might be saying something, but you're working on getting safer. Fantastic. My S rating didn't go up, so shame on me, but it didn't go down. Jester, also C-Class, and great job. So these guys were faster racers than me, and somehow, with safe, smart driving, we made it out. Now, if you want to continue to, I'd say, have a good chance of seeing pole positions, I should drive. Oh, okay, it was IRL instead of, I read it as LRL, so thank you very much. And yeah, you can chat, you can send me a message over at, let's see, you can send me a message by adding me as a friend. It's bear_cuddles for you. The B is capitalized, the C is capitalized, so that is bear_cuddles for you. The B and the C are capitalized. Sorry for the weird name. I was playing, it goes back quite a while. I was playing the Pew Pew games and thought it'd be funny when someone's like, oh, I got taken out by, oh, it's kind of like a teddy bear. Oh, okay. Have people be less angry. Hope they'd have a laugh when they're like, okay, well, Bear Cuddles just took me out with X weapon. Oh, thank you very much, SLVRFX. I will check that out. Not now, because then everyone will see everyone's, real tags and whatnot. Jamie Bradford saying, you race spec E30. Wow. Need to be in... That's fantastic, man. Ah, it's so cool. That's right on. Okay, I didn't get to read that whole message, but will now. If you guys prefer to see me at the back of the pack, just throw a car at me. I've got no problems with you guys laughing at me while I'm driving a car that I don't have experience with. Jamie Bradford, thank you very much for sending that request. We will chat, at least by message, and then if we decide that, hey, let's take a time to talk more other than just, because when I talk through the message, it's actually pretty quick. I just speak into this and it talks to text. But if ever we feel like we really needs to be over there, well, if anything, we can always jump in a race and chat as we do laps. All right, so let's see. Great way to learn here. You go over to global rankings. You find breezy wind. I had breezy wind the other day. It turns out I thought it was the onions in a pizza, which I have real issues with onions. But no, it turns out that it made others sick as well. So hand washing is good when you're preparing food. We usually make our own homemade pizza, the bread from scratch and whatnot. But this was ordered pizza for my birthday as I turned a year older. You never really turn a year older, you just turn a day older. The accumulation over the year. But anywho, doesn't irk me quite as much as not having a 13-month calendar with 28 days perfectly divided up within that calendar and all the seasons actually matching up, setting April 1st as the new year. And of course it does bother me that I believe it was a Catholic Pope that or a Roman Emperor, or probably maybe both at the time, I can't remember, but that they switched it up, and basically for anyone who still believed in the old calendar, that's why they have April Fools. They're like, oh, you're a dummy if you believe in that old calendar system. It's incorrect. So instead we celebrate the new year while freezing our butts off and having, in the northern hemisphere at least, having everything that's outside, not alive. So I'm not sure why I'm having Yes. Yeah, Phil, I often forget that Snow Crush is you. Oof. I don't know why I'm having trouble driving the BMW here. Maybe it's, I don't know, it's not the brake controller, it's just me, I guess. Super Doofus, you can see people's lap times when you've added people as friends, or you can just, at one point in the live, when I go over to the global rankings, well, you see pretty much many of the people in the chat here, you'll see their lap times for this race. So, Knight Rider Jim, right on, that is a solid name. I do expect you, though, to have a perm carrying that name. You got to look like 80s primetime, 80s David Hasselhoff. Not, you know, not the on the hotel floor eating a hamburger and fries David Hasselhoff. So, 2 towards the rear for the brake controller, and I'm a happy camper. Missed the apex, so I had to lay off the throttle. Full throttle through here. Over the apex. At the 100, getting to braking, and was it too late? It was a little too late, so just before the 100 would have been right. Super Doofus, nothing wrong with being at the bottom of the list, because it's just about putting the time in, and if you've been too busy because you've been doing other things, well then that's A-okay. Alright, so will we break this 139? We did go through the chicane pretty quickly, and we cannot break the 139 yet. 0.1 off the fastest that he did secretly instead of eating supper last night after the lives. Okay, that's too fast. That's pushing it too hard. Now I'm just making donuts here. Alright, so let's catch up with, there's damage on the vehicle anyways. Someone is Cool Silver Fox as a name. That's pretty decent. And Philness GT is a good example of a slower, I'm just going to say okay so I can read this, a slower A driver, but is clean and consistent more often. That's fantastic. I love clean drivers. So nice to have a clean drive race. Now, I think Dragon Trail seems to be, the cars that are fast on it seem to be a lot of front engine, rear wheel drive vehicles. Now, is that just a coincidence? Does it just happen to be that the BMW is just very good on most tracks and that the Toyota Supra is extremely good on most tracks? Or is it just that the setup with these sharp, drastic turns just happen to go well with a front engine rear wheel drive setup? I love my Porsche 911s, but have a little bit of trouble. I'm pretty slow on the track with them. Alright, so we are in Croatia. And we've got Drone in first. Lobbies are fun. Looking forward to Saturday. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Philness GT, and you can write it up so that it's written, that people see it. We're going to be doing a subscribers race Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So we got Drown in first, Grievance. Let's see if we can hold it together and stay up there with the a quality Brazilian and American there. We're starting off in third with our lap time of 139.2 something. We got Sergio GT3. I think that's the Mexican flag. And then Memphis B and Jester with Frick hailing in from the US. And we got a Brazilian, Mauricio, over in third. Jamie Bradford, thank you very much for making it to our Saturday race. Looking forward to it, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be as good as Saturday morning cartoons when we're, you know, little kiddies. through in a streamline here. Let them break the wind for us. It's not as smelly as it sounds, and it does help us be faster. Now, for whatever reason, everyone's slow on lap 1, so I'd say now is the time to cook clean, and cooking clean means no dirty oils in this kitchen. Animal fats are fantastic. Extra virgin olive oil is great, but the vegetable oils and the seed oils are just horrible. Otherwise, no sunflower oil cooking here. And we didn't do the brake controller, so let's get that in before the chicane of death. And we'll have to get the radar back on the next straight. Oh, we did not do trail braking, and we paid for it, losing position. Sorry, Sergio, that was slow driving. Oh, we got a very dirty racer here. He has decided to come cook, and he is gone. Now, who was it that passed us with hitting us so much? Oh, it's the Lambo up front in second now. Yeah, I'm just horrible super doofus at Le Mans. I fall asleep on the straightaways, I lose concentration. Now, please let me know, Philness GT, what brake balance are you running for this track with the BMW? Are you a +3 or +2? Oh, and they took each other out. He made an opening for me. He's like, oh no, I'll save you from this guy who clearly wants to burn you from cooking dirty foods in his kitchen. And he just pushed him out of the way for me. I was gonna drive like I was gonna assume that GT7 would ghost him. It was gonna be an oopsie doopsie moment. Didn't get the line, so I had to let go of the throttle a few times. But full throttle through there. As Dano mentioned to us just the other night. Dano, thank you very much for making it in, buddy. Our buddy from Texas. Laguna sounds, oh right, if Dano says Laguna sounds good, then I'm good. It's gonna be Laguna. Shouldn't have slowed down to 109. I should be going through there at 120 something, 124, 126. So yeah, we got traffic on us right now. We're getting past, but maybe we will make it up right here. I think we will. There we go. Picked up some time on that corner. Now the Supra is behind that JCCR Racing sticker, and if you haven't already done so, folks, it'd be greatly appreciated. Hit that thumbs button, drop a comment, not just a live chat, but a comment in the comment box. Be much appreciated, helps our community grow. The more community members we have, the more learning and growing that we'll be doing, even though with the live stream members we already do have, I am just very blessed and thrilled. Lots of coaching and mentoring going on, lots of learning and growing. I'm just here to borrow my face, my voice, and embarrassment. Woo! Over the candies. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah, I knew that I had gone. It was, oh, and we've been hit hard. Oh, yes, Memphis, the dirty, dirty Memphis. He took advantage of that situation. That was not just a rub up against you in a corner, that was a straightaway pound. We took a pounding there. Got lucky here. We're behind Audi Prince. Let's see if we can get ahead of him. I would love to catch up to that Memphis. All right, so there we go. Memphis is still up there. We haven't lost track. get the apex, come out further on the track. We can get back on the accelerator so much faster. That'll put a good distance between the cars behind us, except for the car to the right of us that I only know about because of radar. So thank goodness for radar. Great example of how radar is needed. So we're going to defend here the inside line. Go up in second or first, actually. And race up the hill. Leave them behind us. Try to full. No, I'm going to let go. Oh! Too greedy on the line. But we held it together. No crash. Audi Prince being a gentleman driver. Driving as he should, but it's so rare. I got to applaud him. Didn't just take us out with a hard pound. Didn't give us he wasn't a donkey giving us a good old hard punch. Oh, and I followed Audi Prince's line, which was dangerous because he went out, so I risked going out too following him. Be careful who you hang out with, folks. It's a great race lesson. Follow the car in front of you and you could crash and burn just like in life. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most, so be careful who you hang out with. Philosophers going all the way back to Greece have said that. Said, be careful who you hang out with because you will become them. Wide and then crossing on over. Missed the apex though, and it is getting crowded up here. Oh, we got a hitter on the straights. So I'll just take up more space. If he's gonna hit me, I'm gonna stay glued to him so he doesn't have a chance to wind up and get a good hard hit in, because that will send us off the track. And I don't know if the 911, I don't think the 911 and the Ferrari 458, which I love, would have withstood that. Falling down to second, falling out of grace. So there we go, just carry speed through there, no braking. Oh, someone tried to just take us off the track and went right into the wall as a result. I don't know why people play this to see how badly they can hit someone, because he just rage or cry quit. I guess it's cry quitting when you miss hitting someone and you drive straight into the wall at full speed. Or maybe rage because he's mad that the game probably ghosted me to save me from a horrific attack. All of a sudden people have gotten very quick. Or I've gotten all of a sudden very slow. Oh, and we've gotten taken out again. Thank you, Kev. Thank you so much. Have a great day yourself. Yeah, the Laguna Seca corkscrew is a lot of fun. I think I pretty much haven't raced it since I was a kid. In like one of the first if not the first Gran Turismo. Oh, Kev. We'll meet again, Kev. For the time, we'd be running at 10 a.m. if possible. If this works for everyone, I think it makes sense. Saturday morning cartoon time. So park the kids in front of the Saturday morning cartoons, and 10 a.m. GMT, the General Mountain Time, Zone 5. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Filmus GT. Ha, Super Doofus, I love that. Yeah, thankfully it's a game. Yeah, I got to get really good at this. If I'm going to risk can't buy insurance in Canada for a racetrack, for racing on a racetrack. So if I'm going to take the 911 and bring it to a racetrack, 8 a.m. Calgary time. Fantastic. So I'm going to get coffeeed out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get coffeeed out. I think I'm going to bring down my coffee. I've got a nice little coffee machine upstairs. Can't remember the brand. I think it's Philips actually. I think it's the Philips it's one of the Philips machines. I had a fancier Italian machine, and we sold it and got the Philips machine. Hey, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, right on, fellow Canadian. Of course, countries are just made up divisions with made up boundaries. And then, of course, made up laws, so it's essentially just a construct. It's a human construct, but country, just like people, they learn, they grow, they degrade. It all depends on the laws and how they affect their citizens. But yes, Jamie Bradford, you're in East Vancouver. Very nice, beautiful, beautiful area. So you got a view of the Rockies, and you've got a view of, wow, the ocean. Fantastic. So we got Grievance right up there. Good job. Memphis BG, safety rating D. I'm not surprised. And it went down. Wow, not surprised because I said, I'll say it now, Memphis, I'm going to remember. Not that we're going to hold a grudge, but yeah, let's just not, let's try to avoid each other. And we've got Kev here. Thanks. Good job, folks, especially to those that actually Grievance. Fantastic. C rating, not great for safety rating, but you got it to go up, and that's the goal here. And I'm just going to say, thanks for the clean race. And hopefully someone realizes that's sarcasm. There's Let's Play Again Sometime with sarcasm. Super Doofus in Casper, Wyoming. I've never been to Wyoming. I'm sure I've only seen pictures, so yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh, Aussie Pug, you are the legend. Good day, mate. You are the legend, not just an artist with these liveries and one of the best in the world, but I was checking out your channel. I finally found it. A few weeks ago, I was putting in Aussie Pug and wouldn't get anything. There was this other gaming channel called Aussie Pug, and I was like, well, I'm not sure if this is the right channel. It's a pew-pew game. Might have been Red Dead. I don't know. But glad that I found you today, so I've got videos to catch up on. And, of course, I can't watch them all. I work, so I can't watch them all within, 2 days. So what I'll do actually is before going to bed, I'll put your videos on and have it play out so you get more traffic towards your channel. So, folks, check out Aussie Pug's YouTube channel. If I found it, anyone can find it. Now, does anyone want me to change cars to make it so that I'm at the back of the pack, struggling with those at the back of the pack, or do we keep going with the BMW and try to get into C-Class? Because we must be getting pretty close. I race at VIR and have raced at Road Atlanta. Wow, that's fantastic, Jamie Bradford. That is really cool. I don't have an easy way. If you sent me photos, it'd be cool if I could be like, hey, this is Jamie over here at the racetrack, but I have no way. And the thing is, this Aussie Pug, this other Aussie Pug who writes it the same, has, is playing sim racing and has either a British or Australian accent, but I'm pretty sure it's an Australian accent. Look at that. Lead Pencil up there, Aussie Pug up there, Philness, and TCR Squirrel 86, and they're all very close in time. Unless you're talking like professional level, where professional level 0.3 is a big difference, but for us, like, that's all very close times. Dano with a fast time up there as well. Oscar Mike Alley-oop, and now I've been pushed down to 8th, or maybe I moved up to 8th. Not quite sure. So let's start. Let's try to get it so that we can get it down pack, everything memorized. So Apex, and just actually, even when we don't know a track that well, we just have to follow the basic rules, the tips for good driving. Of course, that's finding a car we can be consistent with, and it's online, so a car that's not very puntable, like the BMW or the Nissan GTR. And then we just gotta follow the handful of rules. Trail brake to the apex. Means that we full brake when we're still on a straight with no steering wheel turn. but then we brake to the apex, meaning we're going to be braking much later than if we were just braking while we don't have the steering wheel turned and then coasting through the turn. And that often means we need to play around with the brake control, brake balance for cars to get them to turn in while under braking. Partial braking, of course, and once we get to the apex, around the middle of the apex, we get ease back into the throttle at the 100 here. Is it too late? It's a little too late. Couldn't get quite the right line on that. I guess maybe need a bit more of a swing. Let me know in the comments. You guys are the faster, wiser drivers. 10 miles per hour, at least too slow through there. So won't be braking the one into the 139 on this lap. We'll go wide and deep. I call this the Dano deep turn because Dano got us a lot faster going through there by saying, Johnny, go in deep, go wide, go deep, and then turn into it. First gear was actually good for getting me rotated through there because that was not set up nicely. Lost time spinning. Spinning is not the fast way around the track. Not good, not good, not good. Got out of line there. Needed to be in first to get more rotation. Just trying to pick up, try different things, see how I can get around here quicker. Eating the wall is definitely not it. I just ate the chicane of death. Looks like I was up 0.4 though on my lap. Mind you, the lap before was slow. Now, if you're finding that you're sliding out a lot and having trouble and just getting way too frustrated with this game, there's nothing wrong with turning your traction control up. I'm not embarrassed to show. I'm still racing 2 for GR3. Now, Dano 599 saying we're going to have to put some time in on Laguna Seca tomorrow. Yes, sure, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to put any time in. I might go in with no experience and see how we can, well, old muscle memory from when I used to play on a controller when I was maybe 14. All right, so, oh my goodness, everyone's C-Class but myself and JC Salvador. What is going on here? They are really testing us, and Ephesians 6:10. He got me to say a Bible verse. I hope that doesn't get me labeled as an extremist and put on a potential T list by the FBI. And I only joke about that because it's not funny, because people who are buying American flags, Bibles, or a certain politician's clothing were getting put on the T watch list. So not funny, but funny. All right, Dano599 bringing the Sweet Viper back to the track this Saturday, saying, so just pass me. Yeah, I'm going to go Saturdays. It's going to be all about fun. I'm not going about taking the fastest car. I'm going about taking a car I love and I find beautiful or just feel like driving that day. So it's going to be beautiful. I'm not going to think what's fast on this track. And I like the idea of, you know, the Viper on the Laguna Seca. It's an American track. So why not take an American car? I'd take the Mustang GT, but it's just not drivable. Well, it is. I just don't have the skill to drive it. So we're in the C-Class. We're somehow starting up in third in the C-Class. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully they're clean C's, not dirty C's. There's a commonly used British word that starts with C that probably describes quite well the C class. Okay, so that's right. These are all C classes, but I'm D, so I thought they'd ghost. I thought I could just easily drive through everyone because I was carrying a good amount more speed. But I will be much more careful now. Slow down there. I should have been on the accelerator pedal, but if I would have been, I would have slammed into Farmer Dave. Farmer Dave. Very nice livery, Farmer Dave. Oh, I'm distracted by the big booty Supra and its fine looking livery there. I almost got delivered into the wall. Yes, these C classes are a lot faster. I'm not just swimming around them anymore. D class was getting to be a lot of fun because it's just fun overtaking people with these. Oh, and we got a dirty hit, and buddy, that's what happens when you're a dirty hitter. You just crash yourself out. J543, so we are in the fine, commonly used British word for people that are not nice is probably maybe clowns. But this is that word class. That guy was going to spear me, and the game ghosted me, and he just threw himself into the wall. Wow, this is so far the bunch of dirty donkeys. Constantly trying to give us the good old dirty punch of the donkey. Not cool at all. Starting to brake at the beginning of the candies. Over brake there. Could have carried a bit more speed through there, that's for sure. I would love to catch up to J543 and slide him a little note under the desk. What will that note say? What will be on that note? You can drop your guesses in the comment section. Ooh, we got that. I think we're going to start closing the gap here if we don't eat sand. I will catch that race, I will catch that comment. I just can't while I'm through these chicane. Rather go through a little 10, 12, 15 miles per hour slower through the chicane of death, but not get to death. Deep, wide. Oh! Lost control of the BMW there. Thought I had an advantage yet. Caught up. And wondering, my brake balance is not on. There we go. That'll make a difference, hopefully. Trail brake. Speed up the hill. One of those situations where it doesn't feel right to get on the gas, but you have to get on the gas. There's a big gap I feel in the pack. I don't feel that there's anything behind me.
Shanghai 876, Shanny_O, has left the room.
Beautiful track, beautiful scenery, and J543 despite being a very dirty driver, is a fast driver, so having trouble catching up here. Might not even be able to slide him the letter in homeroom. Oh yeah, he just flew through there. He's cooking. He cooked in my kitchen real quick and took off with his hot tamales. Not a fast lap, not a horribly slow lap, but not the lap I need to get third. Oh, that's not good.
Ephesians 6:10-12, Disco out murdering, has left the room. Ephesians 6:10-12, Disco.
Oh, we've got another quitter. But even though we very embarrassingly hit the wall, we're not going to quit. We don't quit here. No cry quitting or rage quitting. .139.5 is the top lap time so far. Love to get that to be my consistent lap time instead of consistently 141 minus this lap, which had an accident on it. Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, Aussie Pug, please do take a screenshot if you make it to A+. And if you send it to me, I'll congratulate you. I'll put it on the channel as a post. Oh, we got past because we were quite slow through that chicane. Good job, Turismo. Nice, clean class. A delightfully polite American. Last lap, let's try to hold sixth, and if anyone makes any major errors, pick up a position. Don't want to go too far over that apex because it will kick the car up. So flat right through those sections. Flat as in foot to the floor, pedal to the metal. Go deep and then turn in. Oh, El Salvador has left. The food was too spicy for him tonight. And he's got to run. Or has the runs. One of the two. Still finding this big block of truck, I mean BMW M6. The turn in for the quick turn in through that chicane, the Supra definitely does it better. But overall, I am faster with the BMW, and that's why I've been sticking with it. I can be fast, relatively fast and consistent. Miguel 360, howdy ho, buddy. Your ID is Jose Miguel 360. Well, if you want to make it in for a Saturday subscriber race, add me under, or one of the other people in the chat. For me, it's bear_cuddles for you. The B and the C are capitalized. Incognito, hey, what's up, buddy? Saw you over on, what were we watching together today? It was, Hogston GT. Enjoy watching Hogston GT quite a bit. Now let's see, I missed out a lot of chat here. Oh no, Aussie Pog, I'm sorry to hear that you work on Saturdays and Sundays. I hope you do get to see family nonetheless. Yeah, Hogston is a legend. He's great. And Aussie Pug saying, just wait until you get to high A class. You need to practice a lot to compete. I guess so, yeah.
These crazy gamers has left the room. Gallo has left the room.
Wow, Filness GT, that is incredible. Yeah, lots of practice if you're working to get to top 200, that's for sure. Manufacturers with heavy damage. That's nice. I like heavy damage quite a bit. All right, so are we Class C or we just, no, we're just getting thrown into the jungle with Memphis B. Haven't forgotten him. He's now E-rated. Wow. Yeah, this was not a clean lobby. We made mistakes, and I can own up to that, but we definitely were getting taken out. Now, thank you, Vilnius GT, for chatting with people as they come in and out, and Super Doofus as well. Really appreciate that. Now, we did try out talking about best cars. We got a banger of a car for you, brought to us by Vilnius GT. I think it was Vilnius GT that suggested this one. And it was. We've also had the suggestion of the RCZ as a nice, easy car to drive from Peugeot. Can appreciate the manufacturer a bit more. And the car we had a lot of fun with was the RS01 2016. It's Renault, it's French, and that bothers me, but so's Peugeot. Let's try out the Peugeot. Let's give the Peugeot a try. Has anyone driven the Peugeot? What do you guys think? Yeah, the Beamer is fantastic. I love the BMW. Let's see here. First try. Any ideas for brake balance? I'll just go with a nice easy 2 to the rear, but if it's supposed to be at 0, let me know. Ooh, like that backup camera. I need the backup. The rear view camera is fantastic with all these world-class donkeys, dirty dogs, and chaotic clowns. So far this feels ridiculously fast. But maybe that's just because it's very low to the ground and doesn't weigh, 5,500 pounds. Oh, BMW, what have you done with your new BMW M5 or M6? Man, this thing's peppy. Sounds a bit like my MR2. Thank you, Vilnius GT, for dropping that out so we can all meet up on Saturday and have a nice race. Oh, I like how, I don't like that, but I do like how you can just throttle down and take off, even while turning out of a turn. Let's see how it handles the chicane. It handles it well, a 114, a little slow, but it handled it well. Oh, this thing is a fast little bumblebee, but will it sting when it comes to online racing? Let's see if we don't crash. What kind of time can it make? Okay, maybe missing just a little bit of brakes. Yeah, at the end of the race, I'm gonna add people so that I'm all ready for Saturday morning. Or well, tomorrow I actually finish at 5. I'm home at about 6 p.m. I'll have plenty of time to add everyone tomorrow night. Oh, this thing is wanting to go fast. Follow the tire marks. Oh, its acceleration's incredible. It's just missing a little bit of braking to my liking. Oh yeah, I went through there very, very slow, but at least we got to check that it doesn't get flipped up on two wheels from the curb. At the 100, start braking. Just lay into the throttle and just keeps accelerating, accelerating. As long as you have the right line, wow. I do not know the race Lago Maggiore, and so far, correct me if I'm wrong, but Laguna Seca seems to be getting more demand, but we could maybe have a two races. Yeah, definitely not as fast in this as the Beamer. The Beamer, I get easy 141s. And occasionally pop out a where did that 139 come from moment. Oh, fantastic, Philness. Thank you for adding me to your streamer account. Very much appreciated. RCZ is great. Yeah, the RCZ, I liked it a lot. Fast. Great going through a corner. You can just hammer on and it just keeps its line. It's incredible at high speed cornering. And hey, Super Doofus, congratulations. You got 4 shorts over 100K. That is fantastic. Good job, mate. And let's see here. Let's select from the garage. Let's do one last race since these are quick ones. I'll still get some sleep in. Let's try the Toyota Supra. Well, why not? Let's go with the OP car, finish off with the OP car, and see if we can get more consistent lap times than the BM. I guess the BMW, as much as I got that 139.2, it looks like my consistent lap time is about 140, high 140, low 141. While racing with people all around us. And Super Doofus, yeah, I try at night. I try to put on my friends' channels and let them run overnight. And Aussie Pug, thank you for sharing some kindness and giving Super D some support and encouragement. So let's see, we're starting up. Hey, we made it, folks. We made it to Class C. We're going to be racing up with Skelly, and not only did we make it to Class C, we're now with Class C. All Class C drivers were in the class, and that means we're actually driving with our proper safety rating. So we survived going through that nasty process of whatever class you're in. You're in D, you're in C, you're in B. Well, when they're about to push you into a new class, they test you. They put you up against faster drivers, but the dirtiest, the E class for safety, the D class for safety, and some C class for safety. We didn't see any B or A class for safety, and we're an S safety driver. So they're like, hey, let's test them out. Let's throw it all at them. Let's give them the dirtiest, nastiest drivers and see if he completely loses it and crashes himself out by, going on the super attack. We didn't go on the super attack. We kept it clean. We kept it smart. And now we're into a new class. So Skelly, great job having that S-class rating and first place. Starting up in third. Let's see what we can do. Hey, Game Brigade, good evening. If any of you are interested in board games, check out Game Brigade's channel. Fantastic walkthroughs, discussions, just like talking about the highs and the lows or the pros and cons of certain board games, so society games. Yeah, have your friends over, you have some boys over in the boys' basement, or if you live in an apartment, you clear that kitchen table or dining table and you play your board games on it. And Game Brigade will cover you for all that, everything you need to know. Now we're following Sean Key. We're in the Toyota Supra. We have not driven this other than a few slow laps last night off air. BMW is now the car of choice for this track, for me at least. Whoa, my goodness. Arthur, you're not a sheep. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Arthur, the politician here, pretending to be for the people, but is only for himself. And he has left. He has frustratingly quit. Rage quit. Now this rear view camera is a huge benefit on the Toyota Supra, because we'll at least get to see people come and spear us into another stratosphere. Not that I necessarily want to watch myself get rear-ended, but yeah. At least we'll know who did it. Woo! We got a Happy Shark behind us. Happy Shark 911. We're chasing down Skelly. And let's see if safe, smart driving can have us keep up with faster drivers. Took it a little slow there since I'm not used to doing the 911, and the blue 911 Shark behind us was a gentleman. He didn't just decide to use us as his brake point to replace his brakes with, well, us. So let's hunt these Apex. Let's be Apex predators. That's what we need to do. We need to tell ourselves, I gotta be an Apex predator. I gotta hunt those Apexes. Try to use the whole track. Go from the outside, cut to the inside here. Not really necessary. The world's fastest drivers do a quick little turn here, and that's it. Oh, and we've been hit lightly. Nothing too bad. Flicked the car though, possibly. Maybe the rear bumper damage was the reason the car flicked there, or maybe I'm just really not used to the Toyota Supra. It goes through there so quick and easy. Now following Philness, GT, and Dano's advice, we're going to short shift this Toyota Supra. Almost got caught, did get caught in the wrong gear, but corrected it not so quickly, and it's going to have the whole pack on us now. I'll leave room because he's carrying a lot of speed. Don't feel like getting speared into the next stratosphere. Oh, and the Shark Porsche decides to use us instead of his brakes. Somebody forgot his brakes. I didn't really leave room for him there. Woo! And we're in second now. We did pass Skelly, Skrilly, Skrella, Skrillex, Skralax, Skibbity-doo-dop. 100 here. Braking up the 100. Should have trail brake. Didn't trail brake. But still got a decent line. Oh, that's embarrassing. We just got passed by Kirby. Not Kirby the cartoon character, but Kirby a Volkswagen. Dealing with a nice little foot cramp. Never fun when it's your braking foot. Oh my goodness. Phil. And we're in the S-Class. I'm surprised. Shame. Shame. We got taken out a second. This will not be good because we'll be risking going back to the D-Class, and I don't want to go back there. Super Doofus? Yeah, editing videos. It's there's definitely editors that can help. I like to do everything from my phone from my other channel. And I find the phone editors to be really nice and easy to use. Safe Smart Driving, gaining us a position. Someone's unsafe, unsmart driving, though, took us from 2nd to 9th. And now we get to climb back up, hopefully with a lot of entertaining overtakes. But we won't be doing the easy overtakes like we were starting to do in the D-Class. Yeah, Ozzy, I'm gonna make sure your JCCR livery is world famous. Let's make that happen. Now, Aussie Pug is Cheeky Baby. Is that your wife? Because there's a JCCR Porsche 911 and a few other liveries that are JCCR nonetheless, and one Mario Kart one that is super cute by a Cheeky Baby, also from Australia, and being that one of them is actually the 911 Porsche livery, and it has OPD, which I'm thinking is Aussie Pug Designs on it. I'm wondering if she modified your designs and made some of her own, but put them under the JC CCR just the same. Oh, not gonna go hit him. Demo is all about demolition, possibly, or has a rap demo that he'd like everyone to hear. Here we go, over the candies. Oh, very cool. It's so cool that your wife races. My wife was asking me, she's like, oh, maybe I should sim race and do some videos with you, or do my own. And I was like, yeah, go for it. But she's very busy. I work more than full-time, and she works full-time raising our daughter. Cannot get, it's funny, in Canada they say, oh, well, you know, healthcare is free and childcare is almost free. Well, we do pay taxes, so people don't have the same definition of the word free. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, don't hit me on the straight. That is a no-no. No-no, bear. A little bit of a fragile ego here. Oh, but at least he was clean there. Highly distracted by that, so did not take that turn well at all. Need to focus more on the track. But I was trying to slow down, just let him by, because I was in a get speared position, and I'd rather be patient and take him, sorry, I don't want to say take him hard, but like take him kind of, yeah, hard and fast. Oh, we got another position by clean, safe, smart driving. All right, Jay, the car in front of us, I guess, and maybe it's his family name, so no offense meant, but it is long and kind of distracting. I'm trying to read it and figure out how to pronounce it. I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm also racing here. Oh, we got super fast. Great job, Skelly. Now, he was in, I think, first or second. So, yeah, he's definitely got faster driving than, you know, the pack behind him. So, yeah, very interesting comeback. If we can just follow him, we'll get some probably good drive lines. Oh, we have a chance here to pass Bolt. We're definitely carrying more speed, but we over-revved the Supra, which is not great. Oh, will we? Oh, we might take Skrelly here. Oh, I'm not going to push him off the track, but he tried to push us off the track. Somebody came and cooked in our kitchen, and somebody got burnt. Oh, somebody got burnt so badly. That was most excellent. What an end to a race. Oh, nothing funnier in sim racing than someone really doing their best. I think I was pretty polite. I said, I even was in the process of saying I could take him off the track, but I'm not going to do that. That's not proper clean racing. So I left him tons of space, and he hit us and bounced off and went and ate wall. So, hey, buddy, how do you like last? Well, he got passed by 2 cars. It would have been more entertaining had that cost him a last place position. There's enough spacing on the track that he's able to get back on and finish up. But wow, that wasn't a comical race. What a finish. I'm going to save the last 15 minutes here and maybe have to edit it down. But yeah, That was something. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Now let's catch up with what's going on here. Super Doofus saying, thanks, Ozzy. That JCCR livery is amazing. Yeah, it is, Ozzy. Ozzy Pug saying, Super D, thanks, mate. You want one? And Philness, would you like one also? Well, that's very kind, giving your time out for free like this. Really very, very kind of you. And let's see here. So we picked up a fifth. We had a very comical end to the race. Racing, trying to keep up with a car that is quite a bit faster. He started up in first. I don't know if you would have been half a second or a second faster, because we started up in third. So the distance isn't quite as bad. So congratulations, Silvio Soldan. Your S rating did go down, not great. Kirby, good job, but your safety rating went down. Can't remember if it was Kirby that was taking us out or not. But Dark Unicorn here in third. Great job, guys. Fourth, safety rating here for third and fourth. Your safety rating went up, and you got a top position. Great job, guys. Now, Ozzypug saying, I do it, JC, because it's my way of giving back to the GT7 community. It's really awesome, and I've seen some of the liveries that I've talked about on the channel and then gone to do the search, JCCROP, and so many people dropping comments like, incredible livery, this is one of the best liveries. So I think it's really cool. Very, very cool, man. Well, mates, thank you so much for watching. I'm absolutely blessed to have you guys in the live chat, to get to hang out pretty much every night with you all. Truly blessed. Thank you so much. I wish you all more cars and more power. Stay safe. Get through your work day. Try to stay positive. Work on your side goals. Can't just be work, work, work. We got to have our own goals and our own dreams. So thank you for following along with me as I progress in my dream, and thank you for helping me to progress in my dream. If you guys are watching, anyone watching this not live or watching it live and not going to the live chat, don't forget there's the comment section, but you slide over and then you've got the live chat section. And if you're watching it in replay, great, fantastic, thank you so much. But make sure you're watching it with the live chat on, so it's the chat from when this was live, because we've got some fantastic, highly experienced, very fast drivers in the live chat acting as mentors and coaches, and they will get you faster, and I hope to help you all out. If you're much faster than me and none of what I say makes sense, or you've known it for far too long, at least I hope I'm entertaining. I wish you all more cars and more power. Until next time, I do hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car you at least like in the real world, and in this game, your dream vehicle. Take care, folks. Stay safe, and see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Right around, we always start up between 9 and 10 p.m. And when we don't, if you happen to notice that day that there's one or two, more than one video that's not alive, it means there might not be a live. But turn bell notifications on so you don't miss it. I want to be hanging out with you in the boys' basement almost every night of the week. Take care, folks.